What's worse than getting rejected is getting ghosted. Like, can I at least send something like, oh, here's your rejection? Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Lillian, and today I want to talk about internships because I know a lot of students are looking for internships and trying to find different ways to approach the process. So I really want to talk about my internship progression journey from freshman year to junior year and talk about some of the tips on how I got my internships. So I'm currently a rising senior at UC Berkeley. I'm studying business and data science. And this summer I'll be interning at Google within their product marketing division. So that's really exciting. And I don't think I would have gotten to this point without all of the experiences I've had, as well as rejections I faced throughout the process, even though that's been really rough sometimes. Hopefully you can benefit from my experiences and what I've learned, and also you can learn from my mistakes since I've made quite a few I want to share with you guys. So first I'm gonna start with the freshman year. In general, it's really hard for a freshman to get internships, like really hard, because most companies don't really hire freshmen as much, like they prefer students with more experiences. I ended up finding my internship for freshman year through cold emailing a small consulting firm. So I'm just gonna go over some of the things I did in freshman year and some things I would definitely recommend you guys to do if you're starting out in college. Something that I have done in my freshman year was joining clubs. So I joined a few professional clubs and a few social clubs. So like one of the benefits of clubs is that you get to practice skills like interviewing, speaking, and like just learning some business terms. I think another really good reason to join clubs as a freshman is that you start to develop a network with your peers as well as upperclassmen. And these people can help support you and provide you resources when you're applying to internships. So it's really helpful to get to know some upperclassmen while you're at like your university or college. And some of these professional clubs also have businessy projects. So for consulting clubs, a lot of them work with clients, so you start gaining some like relevant skills that you can put on your resume, talk about interviews, etc. I think another thing that you can do as a freshman, and what I did as well, is creating or managing your own sort of passion project. Like one of my projects that I was really into was my plush store. You can check out my shop if you're curious. So I think doing a personal passion project can help a lot with your own self-development, and it shows other people that you took initiative to sort of like do your own thing, if that makes sense. So I think it's really great. I would definitely try to get as many people as you can to look at your resume, especially upperclassmen, because they have experience applying to internships and things like that. So they're like a really good resource for you. I think for a lot of freshman internships, a lot of people get their internships through connections, through people they know. So I know not everyone has a sort of network, and I definitely didn't. I was just cold emailing people, but I think if you have friends or family who can connect you to various companies or firms, that helps a lot. So for sophomore year, I actually managed to get a pretty cool internship at a biotech company that I was pretty excited about. But then COVID hit and it got rescinded. So I basically had to do the whole internship search over again, which was kind of rough, but I ended up finding something at like a small tech startup. Okay, so this year, besides from like just recruiting for internships, I also attended some of these like diversity or exploratory programs at some of like these large companies. And some companies have programs for freshmen and sophomores where you can travel to their headquarters for a few days and basically just like learn about the company and network with the people who are currently working there. Definitely recommend trying to apply for some of these opportunities if you're a freshman or sophomore. It's a great way to like learn networking skills, do projects, and just like learn more about like the company culture and what you can expect. Also, all expenses are paid for these trips, so it's basically getting like a free like 3-day trip. I attended this Capital One conference, and basically they flew us out to Dallas for 5 days, and we worked on like a case competition and did some like presentations and networking sort of things. So that was really cool. I also did one at Goldman Sachs for like their 2 days women's conference in Salt Lake City, Utah. Doing some of these programs have helped me in a way because I was able to talk about these in my interviews for my internships. For some of these summits, if you attend them as a sophomore, you can sometimes get fast tracked for junior internship. And in terms of other things I did in sophomore year, I was able to take on more leadership positions in clubs I was in, and I would definitely recommend to try to do a leadership position because it shows like your leadership capabilities, your dedication to your organization. And I guess in terms of more advice, I think it's like really important to recognize like where you're going wrong in your application process and trying to improve on it for the next time around. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about junior year, and this is actually the year when I got 2 internships. And so I was applying to internships online for like a fall or spring internship. So in late October, I managed to get an internship at a pretty big semiconductor firm called Micron. And basically I interned in their venture capital division for about 6 months. I didn't really network or anything, I just kind of applied on their website when I saw the posting and just had a few conversations with some of the people on the team. School-year internships are harder to find just because there's less openings. A lot of the internships in junior year, they can convert you to a full-time position, so I was like really serious about getting a junior year summer internship. I pretty much applied to every single big company I could find, and I was getting rejected by so many of these companies, okay? I remember interviewing for this one company and I literally never received a rejection email until 6 months later. I was like, okay, like, you could have been faster about that, but it's fine. Mid-November, I got the opportunity to intern with Google's product marketing team. After doing 2 interviews, I got the offer. Okay, so now I kind of want to, I guess, reflect or just talk about why I think I got these internships in my junior year, so the Micron and the Google ones. And I think something that both of them really liked was some of the personal projects I did. So I talked about my Etsy store in both of these interviews for these 2 internships, and it stood out to the interviewers because it was something that I did on my own and took initiative to do. And both of these internships at Micron and Google were sort of focused on like marketing. So I think I had a pretty strong marketing background when it came to like applying for these positions. So I think definitely I was able to convey my background and why it has like fit the specific positions I was applying to. So I would definitely recommend that if you're applying to a position or looking for a specific industry you want to apply to, I think you should think about like your background experiences and sort of what type of person is shown through your experiences, whether if it's in projects, clubs, or just anything else you've done in the past. So I think that's definitely useful to keep in mind. And also I think the interview skills played a big part as well, and I took a lot of lessons I learned from my past rejections and tried to improve on my interview skills as I applied to more positions. And I also think for these positions, networking played like a minor role. I'm definitely thinking of making more detailed videos on various tips throughout the recruitment process, so let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in. I'm really glad I went through these experiences because I'm really happy at where I am today. Rejection is definitely not the end of the world, even if you may feel like it is in the moment. I am grateful that I got the rejections when I got them, because then it wouldn't have led me to the point where I am today. And as long as you keep working on your mistakes, you will definitely find the opportunity that's right for you. And you just gotta remember, sometimes you only need one yes. So yeah, that's my internship journey, and I hope that me talking about my experiences has been helpful to you. And yeah, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel to stay updated on new videos from me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!